It was a tale of two halves in the Scottish Championship tonight as Airdrie ran out of air, quite literally, because the first half, it was all Airdrie. And then a bit of a pep talk in the middle there for big man Scott Brown talking about how he shaves his dome before big games when he was a player. Well, I say before big games, just any game he had a baldy dome. Now he lets it go because his kids want to see a role model and not a scum bastard. According to him, that's what Scott Brown said. Like he seems to think, right, that him shaving his dome turned him into a great player, and that, you know, it made him a big hard man, and he turned into like the immortal Hulk Hogan or Ivan Drago. Mate, it's just shaving your head. Like I thought the thing at half time for Scott Brown was alright, talking about there's no point, you know, retiring and then saying that's what I could have done. I went and did out what I could have done on the pitch. I did my talking on the pitch. I don't mind that talk, but the whole shaving the dome thing, I don't know, it was a wee bit cringy there for Scott Brown, but the result was not cringy for him. But we do have to go back to the first half in this game, and you know, the Championship, if there's a game to sum up the Championship, it's this. Now there has been more, you know, more high scoring games like 3-2s, 4-3s, 4 eaches, etc., 5-3s that we've covered over the past couple of years in the Championship, but you know, the tale of the two halves here really summed it up. But game begins, Airdrie fought with a better team. They have a chance with Adam Frizzell. It was a pretty good save. It looked like it was going into the back of the net. Both teams, though, start at the league table here. We're actually doing in 8th place, but it just shows you with a win you can go up the table quite easily. Airdrie, though, if they won this game, you know, another game in hand they would have been only 4 points behind Partick Thistle. But this result, I think it pretty much guarantees Partick Thistle third spot. But Airdrie do manage to get their goal, and it was a pretty good goal. I mean, it was pretty bad defending. Ayr United defender getting torn inside out, but then Josh O'Connor runs through and slots it past the goalie, and that takes us in to half time. And like I said, there was the whole BBC Sport Scott Brown promo talking about how, you know, he's won everything at Celtic, and he said he didn't want to retire and look at the TV screen and say, well, I could have tried harder there. No, I did it in the pitch. And then he talked about his hair and how he shaved it. Brilliant, Scott, brilliant. But it seemed to do the trick. He must have threatened him at half time, because Ayr came out, and pretty much within a couple of minutes the game, well, we wouldn't say it was wrapped up for Ayr, but you know, they must have injected some air into themselves, because Dowd's great run here, he makes it 1-1. Then we have a corner, Murphy whips in, and McGinty, the captain, makes it 2-1. It's pretty poor for the Airdrie goalie. He just did not want anything to do with Hemfrey. He was too static, as Michael Stewart put it. And let's talk about Michael Stewart. Are we not all sick of Michael Stewart being in our eardrums? You cannot escape this guy. This guy is everywhere. Michael Stewart. He does fire play. He does these. And I'm sick of him, because what we had was, you had the Fireplay Cup games, and then obviously you get Championship, sometimes on a Tuesday, but you also get it Friday night. But there was a period just before this international break where you had the Cup games. He did them all at the weekend, and because there was 2 on BBC Scotland and 2 on Fireplay, Michael Stewart, it's like, again tonight, right, there was a tackle, and now it was kind of 2-footed, right? It wasn't your typical 2-foot tackle where it's 2 fleet. No, it's feet. 2 feet diving in. Like, it was a bad tackle, but he wouldn't shut up about it for 5 minutes, man. You've got these, like, counter-attacks, good opportunities, and he's like, yeah, who cares if Airdrie make it 2 each, because what about that tackle there for Dean McMaster? Shut up, Michael Stewart. Fuck, it's actually so annoying, man. It was like the Rangers Hibs game in the Cup. You've got these instances, like, hold on. There's decisions, right, where not even, they were debatable in the sense it could have went either way, and he's greeting 10, 15 minutes, oh, well, it's you in this, but we have to go back to no, look forward, Michael Stewart. He's a better bad. What did Airdrie or Ayr ever do? What did we ever do to have Michael Stewart in our ears all day and all night? I'm not too sure, but yeah, Airdrie, it was a scrappy game. They made their substitutions, but it never really worked for them. And yeah, like I said, McMaster, it was a bad tackle. Could he have seen red? Yeah. For me, it was a bit of an amber tackle, you know, an orange card. But Michael Stewart, man, if you tuned into this game tonight and you heard him, you would tune out. He's that bad. You know, there's shit commentators up and down the globe, up and around the world, but this guy honestly might take the biscuit. Because like even when he says something that you agree with, he does it in a way that just makes you go, you question yourself because there's no way I agree with this prick. But anyway, guys, that is it. The weekend has been kicked off here. Crucial win for them because as Brown said at half time, you can win 2 games in this league and be in the top 4. You can lose 2 games and be in a relegation scrap. So until next time, peace.